It's round number 10 of the 2003 GP4.1 season coming up now at the Hungaroring in Hungary. At the moment, the championship sees Etienne Jones leading. Leo Goria somehow carrying himself to second place, while his teammate is on 0 points. At this stage of the championship, that is something else, man. And Sean Sutherland is in third. Miguel Mavero launches himself into P4 after winning last time out in Turkey. So he might actually, he's on blistering form right now on the back of 2 second places and a win. He could actually launch himself into the championship battle from nowhere. Let's run you through the grid order then for the Hungarian Grand Prix. Leighton shooting it as our pole sitter as he desperately tries to search for some luck. With Kingsley Kamisoto once again either an amazing qualifier or a terrible qualifier, and he's amazing today. Tommy Toth, the home hero, P3, great qualifying from him, with Andres de Jesus still completely pointless, but he qualifies P4. He'll hope to be turning that one around today. McLaren Dreisig qualifies in 5th place with Alex Alderbeck's P6. He's been desperately unlucky this year. Sean Sutherland qualifies P7 as he hopes to retake that championship lead, with Leo Goria 2nd in the championship, 8th on the grid today. 5th row sees Simon Nathaniel ahead of Daniel Duarte, who's been distinctly average this season. Miguel Mavero, after his win in Turkey, only P11. In fact, a complete disaster for Williams in general. Another mid qualifying for David Panout, he will be P12. Shane Odiemi qualifies 13th with Etienne Jones, our championship leader, down in 14th. I'm not sure what went on with him. Ronan McAndrew is 15th with Con Skywalker, continuing the trend of one Jaguar being amazing and one Jaguar being bad in qualifying. Jay Himmel 17th, Ben Jones a long way behind his teammate in 18th, with the 2 Jordans on the 10th row of the grid. And finally, the arrows rounding out the grid as usual, and it's going to be a wet race. Not heavy rain, but like medium rain, and it's going to be 100% confirmed wet. So yeah, we will go to the grid in Hungary now. The home crowd will be cheering for Tommy Toth in that green Jaguar. But the eyes will be on the battle on the front row for the world to see. Leighton Dishuti versus Kingsley Kamisoto. Both of them haven't been the luckiest. Both of them are on the back foot in the championship right now. Can they make gains to put themselves back in the title hunt? It looks like Leighton Dishuti will get a much better start than Kingsley Kamisoto, as Tommy Toth is already up into 2nd place. He'll be on the outside line coming towards turn 1. Actually, it's a Renault going somewhere, facing the wrong way. That's Andres de Jesus. Actually, some lag there. Sorry about that. Alex Alderbeck's, well, look at these 3 have already bolted away. Kingsley Kamisoto in 3rd place. McLaren Dreisig up to 4th. Ronan McAndrews in 5th somehow, as we see the other Jaguar of Con Skywalker coming from nowhere to P6. There's absolute carnage there at turn 1. I'd like to see what happened. David Panout is out, and so is Andres de Jesus. I believe there's someone else who's out as well. Let's just go back then. It was Andres de Jesus who was taken out by... Oh, it was by the salver of Alex Lolderbeck's. But that wasn't the only thing that happened in there. That was just a separate incident. He being Andres de Jesus, also going into the side of McLaren Dreisig, who was lucky not to get any damage there. Really lucky. Anything else happen? Oh, the other Renault made Leo Goria made contact with the front of Panout. Yeah, that was on Goria to be honest. Going right. And the BR of Daniel Duarte, both BRs lucky not to get damage there, but Duarte does spin around. That's a shame for him. So many drivers not getting damage there, where they were very close to. On board with Con Skywalker there, who was 17th before what happened at turn 1. Just cars going up left, right, everywhere. 9th by the exit of turn 1. The slow Sauber slowing down both Williams. Then a triple overtake up to P6. Again, but cuts inside to take that P6. So yes, Leighton to shooting is our race leader. Tommy Toth at his home race is running in P2. Great from him. Ronan McAndrew up in P5. How did he do that? So running 15th, and I'm guessing much the same thing as one star. Just kind of went round the outside of everything, and yeah, up to P5 for him. Great stuff there from Ronan. Everyone's favourite plucky Minardi driver. And obviously the rest of the field is trying to get their way through that wingless Sauber of Alex Laudermex. Once again, another bad, well, not a bad race from him, just bad luck from him. As you see McLaren Dreisig closing in on that lead group now, who we thought had completely bolted away. I guess not anymore. Is Leighton the Shootineer just not setting very good pace at the moment? I don't really know. But we're also seeing Miguel Rivero being, you know, being put under pressure by Jay Hamil in that Minardi. I'm not gonna say anything here, but not to be expected from a Williams. In fact, he might even be overtaken by Jay Hamil. Not going to happen here. Etienne Jones does go to the inside of Sean Southern, though. It's going to be side by side through turn 1. Looks like he's through, as Sean Southern has to yield. These two are title rivals, of course. Sean Southern will be quite annoyed about Etienne Jones getting through there. Now you see, both Minardis are really quick actually, because Ronan McAndrew is putting McLaren Dreisig under a lot of pressure here, just 2.5 tenths between them. Both Minardis look to be making some great moves through the field. Where has this pace come from Minardi? I don't know, but either way it is very impressive. As now Alex Laudermex out of the pits on his way to, hopefully for him, gain some positions. I don't know what's going on with the Williams today, or why they're both so slow. But maybe they can make some place up through attrition as the two arrows make contact. Michael Clark is around. Brandon Liu lucky not to get damage. Wow, that... well, not that they're going to get points anyway, but... I'd be hoping for better driving between their teammates. As Jay Himmel pulls to the inside, I'm not sure he'll make a move into turn 1. He'll look on the outside, not on this lap. Ben Jones, though, does make a move to the inside for 13th place. That's good from him. Miguel Herrera really struggling though. Jay Himmel is right up the back of his car. But I don't know what here has put Ronan McAndrew on the back foot, but here goes Con Skywalker, maybe trying to move around the outside. Not quite this time. Jonas Hotstad is missing a rear wing. And is that a car I see on the side of the track? I don't know who it is. It's Shane Odeyemi. So what happened here? Oh! Shane Odeyemi just went out wide and collected the wing of Jonas Hotstad. Yeah, Jonas Hotstad was getting a bit opportunistic there, but Shane Odeyemi was stupid to come back on track like that. But I guess a racing incident. Look, this battle for P3 we have going on here now, as McLaren Dreisig has caught back up to Kingsley Kamisoto. He's got his pace back, and he's looking to use it, possibly even into this corner here. He's going to go down the inside, they touch! Kingsley Kamisoto is completely out wide, McLaren Dreisig spins. That's going to put Ronan McAndrew on the podium in a Minardi. Kingsley Kamisoto rejoins in P4 in front of Con Skywalker. Oh, that is, well, McLaren Dreisig has kind of taken himself out of contention there, really. Well, very stupid mistake, I guess. We'll look at it from Ronan McAndrew's point of view. Kingsley Camisoto was lucky there just to be able to rejoin in P4 rather than McLaren Dreisig, who is still waiting there. But another good race for Jaguar, it looks like. It's been a while since the last one in Austria with that double podium. Now Con Skywalker is all over the back of Kingsley Camisoto, who seems to be a bit shaken by that contact with McLaren Dreisig. Con Skywalker is on that inside line. Who will get the better exit? They're still side by side now, coming through turn 2 into turn 3. They're still side by side, but it looks like Con Skywalker is relegated to the outside of the track. Etienne Jones also very opportunistic around the outside of Jay Hamil there, up to 7th place for the British Williams driver. Jay Hamil, will he come back at him? Not going to happen this lap, as there's yellow flags. It's for the other BAR of Daniel Duarte, who just has a suspension failure. Towards the braking zone in turn 1. Scary place to have it, that's for sure. We'll go on board with Etienne Jones just to have another look at his very opportunistic move there. Good stuff there from Etienne. The better Jones, of course. There's that. Another move I see there? No. And Tommy Toth is keeping pace with Leighton Deschutes here really well. In fact, the arrows is helping him catch Leighton Deschutes here. He might be within a shout of a move here. Ronan McAndrew's still up in the 3rd place. I don't know how he's doing it in that Minardi, but fair play as Kingsley Camisoto is taken out by that arrows. Oh, that corner just isn't working out for Kingsley Camisoto. There's a Ferrari running over the debris of Sean Sutherland. He just got up into P8, but he's going to have to pit. Second time an arrow has caused him problems, and particularly, okay, so that was Brandon Liu who just went out wide, rejoining unsafely into the back wheel of Kingsley Camisoto. I don't think anyone there got any damage apart from Sean Sutherland running over the debris. That was very lucky. Take a look at it from Kingsley Camisoto's view. Thought he was clear and then, oh. There he goes. And just nothing he can do. And on board with Sean Sutherland then as he comes through, just hits that wheel, that rips his wing off. So that will put Con Skywalker up into 4th place. Miguel Rivera and Etienne Jones 5th and 6th now. Still not where Williams really want to be, as they are Constructors' Championship leaders, but closer. As Jordi Alvarez is putting pressure on Ben Jones for that final point. He's been more consistent than his teammate. He just wasn't able to get those big point hauls, like Jonas Solskjaer, who I believe came 5th in Malaysia, while Jordi Alvarez, his best finish is 2 8th places. But for now, we only really have 9 runners in the top group. Simon Nathaniel a long way back with McLaren Dreisig after some incidents for them. Other than that, it's going perfectly today for Leighton Deschutes here, who hasn't been the luckiest. He's also been involved in some stupid crashes like the one in Germany with Simon Nathaniel that completely took him out of the race, and he's had a number of failures as well, like last race in Turkey, and also from the lead in, I believe, we can't quite remember the race actually, but it did happen, trust me. Now the two Williams are getting very close to each other. Miguel Rivera and Etienne Jones. Etienne Jones might be looking for a move on his teammate. both have won races this year, but one's in the championship lead, one's the most recent race winner, and championship leader Etienne Jones goes up the inside. Fairly simple move. I think Miguel was told not to fight that one out, because Etienne Jones is up to P6 now, and there's yellow flags in the middle sector. Michael Clark is missing. Oh, he's hit the back of Jono Salzadel. Not that it really means much, but Jono will have to pit again, unfortunately for him. But a number of drivers here in the top group, which you wouldn't expect to see here. Jay Hamel, who hasn't scored points this season, running in a solid 7th place. It doesn't sound as amazing as his teammates P3, but it's nothing to be ashamed of. In fact, he's catching Miguel Marrero here, so he's really losing out on something. We also see the other Minardi catching up to Tommy Toth. Ronan McAndrew and Jay Hamil are doing so well today to be keeping up with the top guys. We could even see 2nd place for Ronan McAndrew in a minute. So here we come onto the main straight. Ronan McAndrew pulls to the inside. How many of you saw this coming? I definitely didn't. Ronan McAndrew up the inside of turn 1 takes 2nd place from Tommy Toth. And the other Minardi also not quite going to make a move here, but there will be another opportunity later down the line to overtake Miguel Marrero. But look at this, Ronan McAndrew in 2nd place. Actually, not quite the fastest car on track right now. That would be Etienne Jones, but only 3/10 down on him. So Leighton loses a bit of time behind that arrows of Michael Clark. Ronan McAndrew probably losing more though. Tommy Toth is also through. Yep. Constar will be the next car, who's now actually, despite qualifying 13 places behind, I believe, just 1 place behind his teammate. And Ronan McAndrew, I forgot to mention, started 15th place, up 13 places to get into 2nd. How has this happened? I get there was chaos at turn 1, but that is something else. Miguel Marrero is still under threat from Jay Himmel. Where has this pace come from Minardi? Seriously. It's not like we have upgrades in this sim anyway. Yet. It could be a thing in the future, I don't know. But yeah, no ratings have been changed or anything. It's just Minardi have some amazing pace today. As something's happened at turn 1, well, Jay Himmel doesn't make the move once again, but who is it? It's Jono Salzadel, who's had a problem. Ronan McAndrew into the lead. Ronan McAndrew takes the lead of the Hungarian Grand Prix. What happened? So Jono Salzadel, oh, it was just a water leak or something. He went to the inside of the track and bounced outwards. Oh, and Leighton actually hit his car. I don't know how he didn't get damage there, honestly. I mean, he's been unlucky enough already, so I think that's fair enough. What did happen to him though was that he lost a lot of time. And Ronan McAndrew just saw that opportunity, launched it up the inside into turn 3. Ronan McAndrew is now our race leader. That is unbelievable. The Hungarian Grand Prix. Just did not expect that at all. The wet just completely neutralises everyone's pace for some reason. There's Salzadel's smoking car then that basically caused Ronan McAndrew to take the lead of this race. You couldn't see this coming. This is... The underdog is winning. The second slowest car of the grid is in first place. Ronan McAndrew, who was flipped over in Malaysia by the other Ferrari of Sean Sutherland, and now at that time he was running in P4, I believe, in fact, which would have been a good enough finish for him. But first place is something else for him. And still, the other Minardi probably quite frustrated actually that his teammates having all the glory, while he's still down here in P7, stuck behind a Williams of all cars. Maybe this will be the lap where he makes that move. He just can't seem to get that momentum. Not this lap anyway. He might make his way through eventually. Just not going to happen now. Will he have a look into turn 3? No. That does mean Ronan McAndrew's up 14 places. Who says qualifying matters, honestly? It's pretty average qualifying considering his car. In fact, quite a good one. You'd expect him to be around 17th maybe. He qualified 15th. And now he's leading the race on lap 9. Jordi Alvarez is out of the race. What's happened to him? I think reliability problems. Just like the other Jordan. This time it was a water leak though. A pretty awkward place to park it actually. Right on the racing line. That could cause some problems. Have to see, can Sean Sutherland avoid the debris? Yeah, I think Jordi's just about moved it out the main racing line. But if anyone locks up, that could be kind of dangerous. J. Hill's still stuck behind Miguel there. But Ronan McAndrew now has something else to worry about. That Ferrari behind him is still a very fast car. Had some good pace earlier in the race before the incident with Salzador, and might have some good pace later on. Leighton is getting closer to Ronan McAndrew. J. Himmel now in that slipstream. He's going to go to the inside. He doesn't fully commit though, and he just can't quite make it through. You always have that second shot though. Into turn 3. No, Miguel just goes defensive, and nothing really Jay can do. Especially since he's lacking that extra engine power. Almost gets touched by Ben Jones. But they're okay. But look, Leighton is shooting here now. Closing in on Ronan McAndrew. And the two Jaguars also now very close together. We could see a move from Con Skywalker. Would not be popular with the fans here if the home favourite Tommy Toth would be overtaken by his teammate to take a podium away from him. In fact, we could even see a move here. Con Skywalker thinks about it. Really pressures Tommy Toth through there. But not quite. Everything's so close. Gargaro, same thing happens to him as he very nearly goes wide. Some good battles then coming into the last 4 laps of the Hungarian Grand Prix. Second wet race in a row. Won't be this lap where Ronan McAndrew has to battle. But the two Jaguars even. Colin Skywalker up the inside of Tommy Toth will take P3. J. Himmel up the inside of Miguel Rivera will finally take P6 behind them. Miguel Rivera might even have to watch out for Ben Jones, but Ben Jones just can't quite get that exit. Will Miguel Rivera fight back? No he won't. And in fact he stays P7, possibly even P8, as now Ben Jones is on his outside. But he has to yield there. That's going too wide through there is not a good idea. Con Con Skywalker though, now in P3, after that move on his teammate, he does seem to be faster right now, but the Hungarian Tommy Toth fans won't be pleased about that one. But the important thing for the championship is that our championship leader is still getting 4 points, and that will put him further ahead at the top, especially since Leo Goria and Sean Sutherland, well, just won't be scoring really. Sean Sutherland is running 11th, so there's a chance that he might score points, but it's as unlikely one as Miguel Rivera completely pulls off to the side now. He's had an electrical problem. That's probably why he was so slow. He is completely out of the race now. Ben Jones through to 7th place. Somehow Ronan McAndrew in the lead of this race. I'm not even going to question it. Just that I love it. Simon Nathaniel now on the verge of points. His teammate re-enters the points. McLaren Dreisig in that Toyota. We still have this to worry about though. Well, Ronan McAndrew at least has that hard charging Ferrari behind him. And that gap is staying around half a second for now. Ronan McAndrew does seem to have some good enough pace to at least stay far enough ahead to not be threatened, but how long can he keep that up? He has 2.5 laps for it. And meanwhile, Tommy Toth is being put under pressure by Etienne Jones. Could have been a win for Tommy Toth had things gone slightly differently. Now he's just been overtaken at the not really an overtaking spot for P4 by Etienne Jones, who will now be gained 5 points at the top of the championship. Could definitely see a championship winner here in Etienne Jones. 2 laps to go now. Ronan McAndrew still keeping that gap at the top as big as it needs to be. So many cars that are out now. It's 11 runners plus Michael Clark, who is still having trouble getting past all the cars that have retired. There he is, 2 laps down. But all eyes are here. The battle for the lead of the race. Can Ronan McAndrew hold it? It looks like Michael Clark won't be there to threaten their position at least. Unless he is just that slow that he gets in their way towards the end of lap 14. I mean, we did see that happen to Con Skywalker last race. We thought he'd be okay. I literally said as Con Skywalker moved past Michael Clark, surely he'll be safe from Michael Clark now, before Michael Clark just goes and takes him out at the final hairpin. Cruel stuff there for Con Skywalker, but hopefully this podium will make up for it. And as we come on to the final lap here, the overtaking opportunities for Leighton de Chutenier are running out. Surely he's not going to lose to a Minardi. It's absolutely mad though. There is no physical way that a Minardi should be able to win a race in this sim. There are 16 other cars that are just better. And somehow everything's just gone right for him today. Enough that he has found himself in the lead coming on to lap 14. Ahead of a Sauber, a Ferrari, 2 Toyotas, the other Sauber, his teammate, 2 Jaguars, a Williams and the other Ferrari. How has he ended up ahead of all of these cars? Definitely lucky to get through turn 1 completely clean, but then again, so was Con Skywalker. Yeah, he ended up 2 positions ahead of him, and 4 positions ahead of someone who started in 3rd place. They are closing in on Michael Clark now, but Michael Clark does... Oh, no, 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 no. They make contact, they make contact. Somehow Ronan McAndrew doesn't lose a wheel there. Oh, my... He doesn't even get damage at all. That is... Michael Clark, you sick individual. You almost did it again. I don't know how Ronan McAndrew didn't lose a wheel there, but I'm not going to complain about it. I'm going to... My heart just stopped there. But it looks like Ronan McAndrew, with a full wing still somehow, will come round that final corner. On lap 14, Ronan McAndrew comes up to the line and he wins the Hungary Grand Prix. Ronan McAndrew is a race winner in a Minardi. Con Skywalker will probably get 3rd. He almost loses it because of Michael Clark actually at the line. Tommy Todd 5th at home. It could have been more, but it could be worse. First points for a while, so good for him. Jacob Hill gets 6th, Benjamin 7th, McLaren Drayson is our final point scorer, and Simon Nathaniel, unlucky after what happened to him earlier, will come across the line to take P9. No points for him, sadly, but who cares? What a race and what a result. Wouldn't see that in real life F1, would you? So here's our final race results. A very small margin there at the top. And only 11 finishes, unless you count Michael Clark, then it's 12. And the fastest lap goes to Ben Jones, actually. Just absolutely insane stuff. Ronan McAndrew up to P5 by the end of lap 1, and just making some moves on all the drivers. 2 very important overtakes. One on Tommy Toth and one on Leighton de Choutineer. Did not see that one coming. Thank you very much for watching. See you at the next race.